If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Kodak Black says they're trying to kill him in prison, and J.I.D. damages his vocal cords. Plus, A$AP Rocky responds to Joe Budden's comments saying that he's not a star. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, so Kodak Black goes on Instagram, right? And I guess maybe he gets access to a cell phone every, once in a while, maybe on a regular basis, maybe during visits or whatever, right? But anyway, so he does get on Instagram and he puts out a long statement, right? I'm not going to sit here and read the whole statement to you, but I'm just going to kind of paraphrase it, right? So basically, Kodak Black says that there's a lieutenant that's in the prisons that has been very vindictive towards him. And he has a strong feeling it has something to do with the fact that he was laced and beat up a couple days before his sentencing date. If you guys remember, they said Kodak Black took a sip from a cup. He was visibly intoxicated or drunk or high on something. And then he got into a big fight with the CEO there and squoze his testicles, and the guy, had to get hernia surgery and all that stuff, right? So Kodak Black is saying that he was set up, throughout that whole incident right there. He said there's a big conspiracy in the building. He's naming names of officers. Mr. Santiago Torres is using, Miss Santiago Torres is using her position wrongfully in Miami FDC and abusing her authority, right? He also says that it's taking about a month for him to get all his mail, that his outgoing mail, nobody's getting it at all. They said that they're going to take your pretty little girlfriend off of your visitation list for no reason, just to add to his distress, that he is not able to do anything while he is on solitary confinement right now, that he was denied a visit from his mom on December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, so that they could add insult to injury. He's saying that he's being humiliated. They are strategically killing him slowly in there, and that he's highly disappointed in the way that he's been treated, not only by him, not only for him, but also for a lot of the other inmates in the facility too, and that he's mad at the people that run the facility and their self-serving agenda, which is all crazy. Now, this is a prison, right? And this is a prison in Florida, right? And yeah, man, jails aren't fun, and prisons aren't fun at all. And some prisons, are clean, and it's warm in there when it needs to be, and when it's cold outside, and it's nice and cool and air conditioned in there when it needs to be, if it's burning hot outside, and that would be ideal. But that is not most prisons, right? Most prisons, they kind of, look at inmates as the scum of society, right? They throw you in there, and they lock away the key, and they let you guys fend for yourself, and they give you the bare minimum, right? And Kodak just doesn't sound happy, Yeah, I believe that he's probably being treated unfairly in there. Yeah, it probably because he's cocky, right? Probably because of his attitude, probably because he's a millionaire and he's in prison, and he probably sees more money in a month than a lot of these people see in a whole year, as far as their career goes, right? So it's not about the inmates and him being picked on by them, because Kodak can hold his own. He's been in the streets for a while, but it's about the people that work there. It's about the CEO. It's about the warden. It's about all those other guys, the police, who are just kind of being vindictive and vengeful to him, right? I might get all that, but like I say, jail's not fun. It's not meant to be fun. It's not meant to be cool. And they don't want to see your ass there again. And it's not a vacation. They're not going to make it easy for you, right? So I just think that Kodak is going through all of that, right? So once he actually becomes, I guess, one with the fact that he is locked up for at least 3 years, then he can move on. But I just think that's the situation too, that he's just not happy in there. So he's having a horrible time. The same thing that's going on with R. Kelly, right? It's funny because Bill Cosby is chilling. He's taking his time, which is weird. But anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comments.
This is the right vocal cord. This is my vocal cord. your windpipe and your soft. This is behind it, okay? So I'll just let you take a look at it and then we'll talk about it. So when you're talking, they come together and vibrate. I'm going to kind of fast forward. Actually, it might be better to record it when I get to a better spot.
Joe, so J.I.D. goes on Instagram, right? And he posts up that video. And that's like a video of like his vocal cords. I guess they must have stuck like a small camera or something down his throat so that the doctors could actually see the vocal cords up on the big screen, right? So they, I guess they were taking a video of that. So J.I.D. in the caption of the video, he wrote, God, ever since I got off tour, I've been in pain and nervous about my voice. I toured 10 months out of 12 last year, and I've essentially been touring every year since 2014. And it took a toll positively and negatively, but all in all, I should be fine. I'm on vocal rest for 2 weeks. That's a vow of silence, right? With meds and steroids, also, we have to reschedule the battle with Denzel. That was supposed to be this weekend, but I promise I'll make it up to you guys very soon. And then he goes, P.S. That video resembles alien vagina, right? Which is funny. It kind of does. I don't know what an alien vagina looks like, but it could look like that. But anyway, so yeah, J.I.D. is basically letting us know that he's going to push back the battle that he was supposed to have with Denzel Curry, Red Bull Zeltron, and then also, just basically not talk at all, right? It's cool. Dreamville dropped a new album today, or it's really like a deluxe version of the album that they dropped a few months ago. J.I.D. should be cool. His vocal cords should absolutely heal up. He's young. I've seen people's vocal cords permanently be damaged, but it was for other things like a car accident or something crazy like throat cancer or smoking too much. But if J.I.D. just, strained his voice a lot and, was screaming a lot on stage, after about 2 weeks, he probably should be okay, And that's like one of the worst things. For you to be a millionaire and make your money off of literally having a voice, for you to lose your voice could, probably be one of the worst things ever, right? Like Little Reese, right? Which is crazy. But shout out to J.I.D. and I hope he gets better soon. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, so this weekend is Yams Day, right? And for y'all that don't know, in New York, ASAP Yams, he's from Harlem. He overdosed on lean a couple years back. So every year since then, they've been throwing like this huge celebration. Most of the time they do it like in the Barclays Center, right? Last year, that's when 6ix9ine got into some shit with somebody there or whatever. No, that was the year before. Last year was okay. Last year, 6ix9ine was banned from being at the Barclays Center. So everything went down pretty cool, right? This year, they're talking about bringing 2 Chainz out. Probably Tyler, the Creator's gonna be there. Metro Boomin, a bunch of people, right? They come to New York, they throw this concert, and it's just all in honor of ASAP Yams, who was actually the founder of the ASAP Mob. And there's a bunch of people in the ASAP Mob. It's like Wu-Tang, right? They got ASAP Bari, ASAP Yams, ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky, right? Anyway, so ASAP Ferg and ASAP Rocky sat down at the Breakfast Club and they were doing an interview with Charlamagne, and they were talking about Yams Day. Charlamagne also asked ASAP Rocky, because Charlamagne does not hold back on the questions, about something that Joe Budden has said recently in his podcast, right? So Joe Budden was just kind of talking hip hop like he does with Rari and Maul, and he basically was like, yo, this dude ASAP Rocky ain't no star, at least not in music, right? He might be a model, he might be all of that stuff, a brand ambassador, Calvin Klein and all that stuff, but he's not a star in music, right? And so Charlamagne asked ASAP Rocky his opinion on what Joe Budden said, and ASAP Rocky, come on, man, like have a little bit of oomph, you know what I'm saying? Grow some balls or something, pause. But ASAP Rocky was just like, I think that there's some contradictions in his statement. Like, that's it. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, beef with the nigga or nothing, but, like, stand up for yourself, right? Like, I am a star in music. I got this. I got that. I got that. Like, go off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? But He didn't do none of that. I think there is contradictions in his statement is all he said, right? But really and truly, that furthers Joe Budden's point, and I agree with Joe Budden, if only for the fact that A$AP Rocky didn't defend himself and say, no, I am a star, that you must not think that you're a star either if you couldn't defend yourself and be like, here's why, right? Everybody should feel like they are the shit. Like, I know I'm the shit, right? And I should feel like it. I should feel like I am the best motherfucker out there, right? So for A$AP Rocky to be like, there's contradictions in his statement means that you don't think that you're a star either, and that there's no point even proving why I think that A$AP Rocky is not a star, because clearly he agrees with me and Joe Budden too, right? Which is crazy, but also because he hasn't really come out with music that really rang off like that in the city in years now, right? He came out 3 albums, 1 mixtape, all that was a couple years ago, and he's kind of abandoned being a rapper, and he is focusing more on fashion and stuff like that, which is cool. If you want to finesse that into that, then that's cool, but then just do that, right? Whatever, man. Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Johnny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.